Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Jocelyn. On this YouTube channel we talk about everything finance. If you're not new here, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you all so much. So I'm gonna do just a very quick video just setting up my budget planner. I did design a budget planner. Y'all, I've been working on this budget planner since July. And the reason why I've been taking so long, well, I was working on it like here and there. I had like my launch and like other stuff that I was working on too, but one thing that I realized is I didn't want to like rush into this planner, because there have been times where I'll put things out and then later on, or like months down the road, I'm like, dang, I wish I would have did this, or I wish I would have added this. So I wanted to take my time a little bit with coming up with this planner and like what I added into it, so that way you guys can, you know, utilize it as much as possible. I did come up with like another budget planner, I want to say earlier this year, but I didn't really use it. So I wanted to come up with something where I know that I'm gonna use consistently, and something that's gonna just help me get organized. One thing about me, I'm actually very passionate when it comes to like binders. I'm sorry, when it comes to planners, because I don't know if it's just like my ADHD, but I just feel like, and I feel like for those that have ADHD, you know, like sometimes your mind can just be all over the place, especially like if you have a lot going on. For some of you that don't know, I do still work a 9 to 5. So I have my 9 to 5 and I have my business, plus taking care of, you know, everything else. I feel like writing things down and getting into a routine and just planning out your day, it just helps so much. And I feel like I wanted to do the same thing with like my finances. So I do have a personal budget planner, and then I have a personal like day-to-day planner, and then this is just a budget planner. So that way I just have like that sense of control and just writing everything down and having an overlook of like my spending, debt, keeping up with my debt and everything. So I'm going to set up the planner with you all, and then we'll go through it together. So these are the binders that I have on my website now. This was included in the launch that we just did for October 24th. So I have the Barbie pink, I have the baby pink, I have a baby blue, and then I have like a lavender, like pastel purple type of color. And then the concept is whatever planner you decide, you can also get a matching binder with it. So if you want baby pink or Barbie pink, then the planner inside will be pink. If you want blue, then you can get a blue planner. If you want purple, then you can get a purple planner. So that is like the concept behind it. So I did already take this part out here because I actually used this one to take photos. So I did take that part out. So let's go ahead and just set it up. So real quickly, I'm gonna start with this side, setting up just like the little, like the decorations, I guess. So I did do a little deco card, and I was trying to like get this size down to the right size where it'll fit like in the window. And of course, y'all know I love my polka dots, so I did do polka dots, and I left it sticking out a little bit. Some of the deco cards that I've done, I realized they go like all the way down, so they don't have that lip. And if you are someone that wears nails like me, it could be a little bit of a struggle. So I do need to kind of work on maybe making them a little bit bigger. So I did that for this. At first I wasn't sure like how I felt about it sticking up. I kind of just maybe wanted it to just be like clean, you know, but being that I do have my nails, I didn't really want to struggle so much. So I feel like it is easier to just kind of pull it out when it's sticking up a little bit. So we'll just leave that like that for now. And then I did this bow, y'all. I learned how to make bows. So I actually did this bow. It is sticking out a little bit. I ordered like thicker ones because I actually kind of want them to be a little bit thicker, but I'm gonna start making these and then adding them to the site, and then you guys can have the option. You can either do a thicker one, or you can do one like this size. So, and this is in pink, and of course the polka dots. So I am gonna just put this one in here for now, and I think once I get the thicker ones, I might switch it out to the thicker one. I think I like that, the look of that one better. So we'll just leave that right there. I think that looks so cute. And then the next thing that we have, we'll go ahead and put the dashboard in. So this is how the dashboard looks. Hello guys. Okay, real quickly, I decided to change the dashboard to the planner. So before it said my budget planner, but I wasn't really feeling that. So I went ahead and I changed it and I put my financial planner. So just keep that in mind. Okay, thank you, bye. And I went ahead and I put my name here with my Cricut machine and just some gold vinyl. I was a little bit bigger and I did bring it down just a little bit. This is double-sided. And then I bought these charms too from Amazon. because I wanted to put it like on a paper clip. But once I saw how small they were, I'm sorry, I'm not even showing it. Once I saw how small they were, I was like, what am I gonna do with this? So I just punched a little hole right there, and I just put it here because, you know, we gotta have God front and center and everything, finances, everything. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that in here really quickly, and then we'll go ahead and put the planner in there. So this is how it's looking. The first thing is 2026, and it just has, it's a pink theme, and then we'll just flip through everything once I get this set up. Okay, boom. And now the next thing is these. I did make these. I honestly don't think I'm going to sell these. So it is with a pink paper clip, and I do have one that has a gold paper clip, but this is a pink paper clip. It's like bent a little bit right here. Let's just fix that. Okay, so this is the a baby pink jumbo paper clip, and then I got like these gold things here to put them on. I thought that was a very cute idea to add it to the planner. So this is like the umbrella one. Then I also have like this cute pink purse one, and then this one, which she's given like, you know, bougie, because it's like the diamonds. Yes. Okay, so for this, I'm not sure where to put these. So let's do this together. Let me move my light a little bit because it's like in the way. Okay, so I think for this one, I might want to put this at the top right here. Right? Or should we put it the, oh no, I can't put it the other way. I think it'll look fine right here. Right, just like that. And then the umbrella one, I think I actually want to put the umbrella one here. I was thinking about putting them all on my dashboard, but I was like, you know what, Joss, let's spread it out a little bit. So I'm gonna put it here. Oh, and then there's one thing that I actually did forget to do, which I want to put like a little card right here that sticks out. So I think I'm gonna do that. And then we'll put this one like right here. I was gonna put it at the bottom. I was thinking of putting it at the bottom, but I think it might stick out a little bit. Let me see. Yeah, you see how, I don't know if you can tell because my hand's in the way, but you see how it's like will like dangle at the bottom a little bit. So when I go to put it in my caddy bag, I don't know if that's gonna maybe damage the dashboard, or maybe it'll break or something. I don't know. So I think I'm just gonna put it along the edge right here, and then we'll see how that looks. Y'all, this is so cute. This is so cute. This is like one of my favorite parts about like this business and like doing this. When you have passion for something, you can just tell, because you know, you just be coming up with so much cute stuff. Or you can tell because it's like when you have a vision and you put stuff together, it's like, you know what, this is so cute. Okay, so now we have everything put together. So you can see the dashboard here. We have the charm there with my name. Then we have this little one here. It keeps going to the back, but look how cute. This is so adorable. Okay, y'all, real quickly, I'm going to do like a little card that comes out right here. And then I also remember that there's a page in here that I need to fix. So I'll be right back. All right, we're back. Okay, so I put this in here. I don't know if I like it yet. What do y'all think? Let me know. I just found this like design on Canva. It's just like a template. Not a template, but like it already comes like this. Like I didn't actually put it together. Usually when I come up with stuff, I put things together. I don't really like to like use templates so much, but I just found this one and I'm like, you know what, I'll just put this in here. But I feel like I should have made it a little bit bigger. Maybe I can make it a little bit bigger. And then I don't know if I should do this or maybe do polka dots. I don't know. What do y'all think down below? Comment down below what y'all think. Okay, no, that's too much. I want y'all thoughts and opinion. But for right now, we'll just leave it like that. It is cutesy, but I'm not sure. I might change it. Okay, so now let's flip through the actual planner itself. Okay. So of course we have the dashboard, which is double-sided. Then we have the calendar. Let me see if I can zoom in just a little bit. Move it over. Okay, so we have the calendar. Then we have the vision board. Okay, so y'all, real quickly, let me just say this. Okay, the power of a vision board. I've been doing vision boards since like probably 5-6 years now, and they have worked so well for me. If you're thinking about doing a vision board for 2026, I highly recommend it. I have a vision board right now, and it used to be behind me because the way that I sit, like I look, you know, obviously I'm looking forward, but like the way that I sit, my vision board was behind me. And then when I remodeled my room, which I do have a video of that on my YouTube channel, if you guys are interested in watching that, you will see where my pegboard is now. That's where my vision board used to be, which is behind me. And the purpose of a vision board is it's something that you should look at every day, or if not every other day. So now my vision board is in front of me, and I'm able to see everything that I have on there that I've been wanting to accomplish. There's a photo that I'm looking at right now that I took as like a fake photo, and it's in terms of like it's in regards to my business. It's a fake photo, but y'all, when I tell you, I'm getting ready to take that photo down and put up a new one, because I actually can recreate that photo right now if I wanted to. And I just love a vision board because you are constantly reminded of your goals and the things that you want to achieve, whether that is lose weight, eating healthy, maybe you want to gain a certain amount of followers on Instagram. Even if you just want to put words up there like consistency, maybe you want to put some affirmations on there, whatever the case is. Maybe there's a trip that you want to go to and you want to do that. Maybe you are aiming for, you know, being debt free, then you can put up there, you know, I am debt free. So you can do an actual big vision board, or you can do a vision board here as well. So if you want to just write down what it is that you want to achieve, I do have an affirmations page here. So you can put I am debt free. I always have money to do the things that I want to do. I don't know, whatever it is, you know, I'm now living my financial freedom life, whatever. And then if you want, you can either write down maybe things that you want to achieve, or you can put actual like photos. Like you can maybe find some photos on Pinterest. There's an app called freeprints.com, which all you have to do is just pay for the shipping fee, and you can actually like submit your photos through there, and then they'll mail them to you, and then you can just cut them out small and then maybe just tape them there. So you can do it like that too. But I highly recommend doing a vision board, because when I tell y'all, it helps a lot, like achieving your goals. It really does. And then the next thing you want to do is break down your goals for each month. So maybe for the month of January, you have like a $500 credit card. Maybe you want to pay that off, or maybe you want to save $500. So you're going to break down like month to month what your goals are. And then the next page, it's another goal page, but it's, you know, breaking down your short-term goals and your long-term goals. This is one thing that my therapist has actually taught me. For those that don't know, I have been in therapy for 3 years, and like my growth, she tells me all the time, she's like, you have grown so much, and she's like, a lot of things that you said you wanted to do, you have achieved. But this is one thing that I feel like she's taught me, because I didn't know before she brought it up to me. Short-term goals and long-term goals. So short-term goals is anything like 1 to 3 months and 3 to 6 months, but anything 6 months and lower is considered a short-term goal, and then 7 to 12 months are long-term goals. So what I put in here is write down your short-term goals. So maybe in the first 6 months, maybe you want to save $2,000, maybe you want to pay off a credit card or two, or pay down a loan, whatever. Any financial short-term goals that you know that you can achieve within 6 months, write it down here. And then long-term goals, maybe you want to save $15,000, maybe you want to save $20,000, maybe you want to pay off a $15,000 credit card. That's a really big goal. So just, you know, here you have your short-term, long-term, and then here is the action step. So after you've written down and you decided what your short-term and long-term goals are, you're gonna come over here and you're gonna write down the goal, right? So goal 1, goal 2, goal 3, I think it goes all the way up to 9. And then you're gonna put your start date, and you're gonna put your your anticipated, I guess, end date, like, so the date that you like want to complete it. And then once it's completed, you can come back and check it, but you're gonna write down an action step. So for example, one goal maybe is to save $500 or pay off $500 credit card. Maybe you can pick up extra hours at work. Maybe you can do like a little side gig, Uber Eats, or doing DoorDash. Maybe you can sell some things on Etsy, you know what I'm saying? So maybe you can cut back on certain things that you know that you spend out a lot, maybe eating out, Amazon, cut back on certain things, and then that stuff that you're cutting back on, put it towards that, you know? So you're gonna write down an actual plan, because I feel like when you have a plan in place, you have like a guideline of things that you can possibly do to achieve this goal. So we have 1 all the way till 9. And then we have income overview. So writing down your income for January all the way to December. That way you can look back and see, oh, you know what, at the beginning of the year I did very well. Especially too, like if you have a business, this will be really great, so you can kind of see the trend, like, okay, you know, at the beginning of the year a lot of people really aren't spending, so it's slower. Or maybe towards the end of the year people are focusing on holiday shopping, so they're not really spending out on other stuff, so it's a little bit slower this year. That way you can just be prepared. So we have that January to December, sorry. Then you have your bill tracker, and then at the end you can total it up. You have your expenses, you have your debt overview, then you have birthdays. I think this is really good. Like write down who, when their birthday is, what gift you're thinking of getting them, and the cost, and then put the total. That way you can, if you have a birthday savings, I have a birthday envelope savings, you can set that goal and say, you know what, I want to try to save $500 for birthdays, or at least try to, you know what I'm saying? Like obviously as birthday comes you're going to use the money, but you can at least be prepared if you know when it is, what gift you're thinking of getting them, and what cost it is. So I put that there. And then you also have Christmas savings, so same thing, who, gift, and cost, and then the total, so that way you know how much you're gonna save for. And then I put a Christmas savings challenge, so each symbol you're gonna put what it equals, and then you're gonna put what the total is. So maybe you can do 100, that would be $900. I think that's like a good amount. Maybe you do 200, right? And then add the total, and then now you have like a savings challenge. And then I did add an envelope here, right? I do have like a Christmas, an A5 Christmas saving challenge, so I just wanted to kind of do the same concept. The Christmas challenge does have like a Christmas tree, and then in that Christmas tree there's like different elements you can save for, and it does come with an A5 envelope. So I wanted to do the same like concept, but this one is pink because the theme is pink. And again, if you decide to get the blue, or you decide to get the purple, this will also be like, everything will be blue or purple. So I just want to let y'all know that, because I know some of y'all are not pink person. I get comments here and there like, this is so cute, but I'm not into pink. It's okay. If you want purple, you want blue, everything that you see, it will be like that color. And then we also have the $20 savings. So I wanted to call this 630 days, because I know there is a 530 days challenge. But yeah, so there's 30 hearts here, $20 times 30, 600. And then you also have an envelope here. This is so cute. This is so cute. This is also too will be in pink, I mean in blue or purple. The only thing, the elements might change a little bit. I think all these elements I can change the color on. This is the only one that I can't change. So if you do get blue or purple, only like this element might be different. But either way, it's super, super cute. So you have this to go with this, and then you have my wish list. Don't forget about y'all selves, okay? It's okay to do Christmas and birthdays for everybody else, but make sure you're also setting some stuff aside, some time and some money aside for you as well. So write down whatever product, description, and the price. That way you have time to save up, and you can put aside some money for yourself, whether that's in your spending envelope or self-care, whatever, so that way you can get the things that you want to get. So either for your birthday and Christmas are the only two times that I really spoil myself, or unless I actually save up for the things that I want. But Christmas and birthdays are the only times I really spoil myself. So I feel like it gives me enough time, because my birthday's in August and then Christmas is in December, so I have more than enough time to save for the things that I really want to get. And then you have the envelope there. Then I put some no spend challenges. Y'all, I was supposed to do this for November and I already failed the first day. I already failed the first day, but I'm not gonna throw away the month. I'm not gonna throw away the month. We're gonna keep going strong. So I'm gonna just put a little X here, right? I'll put a little X here, and then for the ones that you do, you can maybe add a check mark. So I'll put an X for the days that I do spend and I fail. I'll put an X, and then for the days that I actually do good and I don't spend out, meaning I'm not buying anything, I'm not eating out, I have food in the house, unless it's like gas, groceries, like toiletries, like, you know, you need like body wash, like you're really out of body wash and you need body wash or bar soap, or you know what I'm saying, like you need your personal hygiene products, like okay, those are essentials. So if it's anything aside from that, okay, then that's your spending. But if If it's not, like if you're actually staying, then you're gonna put a check, and if you mess up, you're gonna put an X. So day one, I need to put an X here, but it's okay. We're gonna keep going strong. We're gonna finish the rest of the month strong. And then I have debt payoff tracker. So you're gonna put your creditor here, and then for each line you start at the bottom. So each line you're gonna put the date, and then you're gonna put the amount that you paid, and then once you actually calculate it, okay, I paid 20 off, you're gonna color in 20. Same thing, add the date, then the amount that you paid. Okay, I paid off 30%, I'm gonna color in 30, and then so on and so forth, right? Every single petal has a little line, right, besides this one. But you can just like maybe write it small in here, and then once you color up the full flower, then the debt has been paid off. Y'all, I can't wait to be debt free. I can't wait to be debt free. I've been praying on it. I have been praying to God. So I put a few of these in here, right? I did put a few of these in here, so you guys can just do that, keep track of your debt. Then we have a few savings trackers. So what are you saving for? What is the amount, the target date, total, right? Once you finish everything, the total, even though it's already there, but you know, you can put it here again. And then we're gonna start at the bottom as well, right? January, what did you save? February, March, all the way up. And then once you fill up the jar, then you've reached your saving goal. So I do have a few of those. And then starting for November, this is the dashboard. You have what are your goals for the month, what are some priorities, maybe you have some events coming up, birthdays, same thing down here. You can put any events. Priorities, maybe you want to cut back on eating out, maybe you want to cut back on spending something, whatever. What are your priorities for the month? And then you have events or motivational quote. So you can either write down events, maybe you have a birthday, maybe you have a wedding, maybe you have a trip coming up. Write it down so that way you know, and that you can, you know, be reminded. If not, if you don't have any events coming up, then just a motivational quote to kind of keep you, you know, going and staying on task for the month. And then we have the calendar here. So we have Monday through Thursday, Friday to Sunday, and then here I just put little box. If you just want to add like little notes here, you can do that. And then you do have to just write in the dates there. And then you can just write down when you get paid and whatever. Then you have paycheck breakdown, right? So you have your income, your expenses, your bills, your debt, savings, and then you can add the summary to everything. Then you have the cash stuffing breakdown. You have your debt payoff progress. So, you know, all your debt here, you can write all your debt. This is the previous balance, and then whatever you paid, and then what your new balance is. And then you have your spending tracker, right? Write down everything. If you go to Dunkin', if you go to Starbucks, you eat out, whatever. Oh, I purchased this little thing on, I don't care if it was $2. Whatever you spend on Amazon, write it down. Write it down so that way you know at the end how much you spend. And then you can also have an overview. Y'all, let me just tell you, I actually did that one time. Before I even started Cash Stuffing, before I started all of this, like years ago, I printed out my bank statements just out of curiosity to see where was my money going, what was I spending my money on. And Amazon and eating out had me in a chokehold back then. It had me in a chokehold back then. Now I buy things on Amazon for like the house, for the dogs, personal care, like for my business, you know what I'm saying, like paper products, stuff like that. But other than that, like I don't just buy stuff on Amazon just cause anymore. I used to. It was bad, but we grew out of that. But anyway, so this is spending tracker. And then your monthly reflection. So what challenges did you face for the month? What wins? What total you saved? Total debt paid? And then you have your next month goals, which you also have it here as well. So yeah, y'all, that's pretty much it. And it just goes on, like it just goes on like that. So that's pretty much it, how the planner looks. I'm so excited to use this planner and just stay the course and just get all my stuff paid off. The most important thing, I feel like my biggest goal right now is not only to save, but like really pay off debt. I want to say that's like my biggest goal. Like if we had to do top 3 goals, it would be paying off debt, and then, you know, saving to get our fence. I do see maybe a vehicle in my future. Honestly, I like not having payments. So like I paid off my car September of 2022, so I've been 3 years without a car payment. Honestly, it's nice. So if I can like pay my car outright, the next car outright, that would be amazing. So anyways, yes, y'all, this is my budget planner. If you guys have any comments, questions, anything, write it down below. I'm gonna be working on getting these added to the website. I think there's like a few things in here that I do want to still tweak, so I'm actually glad I didn't add them yet. And then I will announce once these will be available on the website, and then you have the option to choose in between colors. And then I will probably also add these as well in different colors to the website, and then you can change this as well to match whatever color you decide to get. So thank you all so much for watching. See you in the next video. Bye bye.